I was in college sophomore year, 1972 in the spring, and I was flunking out of Gettysburg College. And one of the upperclassmen, a senior, said, "You need to get a boat class." I go, "What do you mean a boat class?" It's the definite B. You need to get a class that will give you a definite B. So I took this Speech 101 class, public speaking, which I had no intention of being any kind of public speaker. And Harry Bullock, this very gay guy who became sort of like almost like my comedy mentor. So the first time I go into class and some people are speaking and they're doing like a Gettysburg Address, obviously. They're doing all these regular speeches and that sort of thing. And Harry said, "You can do anything you want." And he was trying to tell everybody, do anything you want, but they just kept coming in with like a Winston Churchill speech, or people just were doing that. So I went back to my room and I got out David Bowie album, and the song Changes. I took and wrote down the lyrics to Changes. This is a any kind of, I couldn't go to lyrics.com. I mean, I literally painstakingly lift the needle up, put it back to the beginning, lift the needle up, put it back, slowly wrote down every word. And I kind of knew, I looked back and I kind of knew that when I went changes, dead serious, I just read it, dead serious, like just flat serious, it would get and it got a laugh. It got a big laugh. People laughed at me just reading this David Bowie song. And after the class, everybody was leaving, and Harry Bullock pulled me aside. He said, "That was very funny. Can you do that again?" Like, he almost challenged me. "Can you do it again?" So I went back for the next class that I had to speak, and I took the Rolling Stones song "Sympathy for the Devil," and I wrote a parody of it. My dad was in the insurance business, so I wrote "Sympathy for the Insurance Salesman." And again, I just like wrote down all the lyrics and twisted them around, and I got into class and I got laughs. Where I expected to get laughs, I got laughs. It was the first time ever that I planned to get laughs and got laughs from people doing what I didn't know was stand-up comedy. I was just doing this thing. And Harry Bullock said, "You're very funny." And he encouraged me. He said, "You should," they have this like theater group. He said, "You should go write sketches for them. Go write." So I wrote sketches for these people to do in college. And he would take me down to see plays down in Washington, D.C., and he took me to see Dr. Strangelove at a theater, which he sort of gave me Lenny Bruce albums, which I hadn't had before. And he sort of helped me get into comedy, more into comedy. And I still didn't, there was no way that I understood to get to perform. And the only time that I came close, the only time I came close before I actually performed stand-up comedy, in 1976, 4th of July weekend, at a place called the Ocean Drive Inn down in Wildwood, New Jersey. Now, this is bicentennial anniversary of our country's birth. It was 4th of July weekend. It was the wildest weekend. Everybody was down there getting drunk, getting hammered. There were flags everywhere. And two guys who went to my high school, who were a couple of years ahead of me, they were the hosts for this talent show at this Ocean Drive Inn. And so we went there, my buddies and I went there, and my buddy's like, "You should go up and do something funny." That we didn't even know. We didn't say like, "Go do stand-up comedy." We didn't know anything about this. "You should go up and do something funny. You go be funny. You're funny." So I said, "I'll go up and do something funny." He said, "Okay." The two guys, Dave and Dave, they did impressions, like John Wayne impressions and stuff like that. And they bring acts up, almost all singers. So they said, "You'll be after this next singer." Well, the next singer did two songs. "I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy," and "It's a Grand Old Flag." July 4th, 1976. The place went crazy. People were jumping up and down. They were screaming. And so when this guy ended, I mean, people were standing up on tables screaming. And Dave Waddington turns to me when I was off the side stage, and he goes, "Come up." And he goes, "This next guy is going to do comedy." And as I reached for the microphone, this close, the entire audience went, "No!" Just one loud scream. And I recoiled, and he sensibly pulled the mic back, like not to give it to me. He said, "How about we bring out the singer again?" They went, "Yes!" And I looked back. It was such a great thing that happened, because if I'd have taken the mic and actually tried to, I had no clue what I was going to do. I had no plan. I didn't know jokes. I didn't even know what I was going to do. I was just drunk and going up there to be funny. I probably would have got booed so badly, I might never have done it again. So it was sort of like it saved me in a way.